A sinister planet threatens the galaxy. When contact is lost from a research team sent to investigate the possibility of remaining Metroids on planet SR388, the Federation sends a rescue party. Losing contact with them soon after, Federation Special Squadron is dispatched, yet they too are slaughtered by the planet's sinister inhabitants. Realizing the massive threat this planet still poses, the Federation call upon the famed bounty hunter Samus Aran. As our heroine enters the labyrinth of caves below the surface of SR388, it becomes clear that this isn't a rescue mission. This is genocide. Metroid II isn't like the Metroid you might know. Resources are sparse, enemies are plenty, the room you were in 2 minutes ago probably looks like the one you're in now, and there's absolutely no guidance. That's right, no map and hints. If you want to succeed, you're going to have to memorize the layout, draw a crude map, and be ready to check every nook and cranny available with each upgrade Samus encounters. If you've ever played a modern Metroid game, this is probably sounding a little bit daunting, and I'm not gonna lie, it is. But if you give it a shot, and take it for what it is, I'm sure you'll experience something truly unique. There are a number of things that contribute to this game being such a success. Primarily, the presentation does such a fantastic job of making you feel isolated. As I crawled through the cramped caverns and shot my way through hordes of deadly native creatures, I was filled with a sense of insecurity and wonder. Samus' sprite is wonderfully detailed for the Game Boy, and the backdrops feel incredibly alien. There's not much going on, but changes in strange vegetation or the introduction of bizarre looking enemies really grabbed my imagination. The lo-fi presentation hits a sweet spot between being detailed enough to communicate the intent of the wild flora and fauna, but leaves a lot up to the player interpretation. Perfectly spooky. The world is minimalistic at best, yet with so little, Metroid II oozes atmosphere. As you venture deeper into this oubliette, the music will alter between discordant beeps and tones to silence to recognizable themes. In combination with the occasional Metroid screech as you get near, this becomes a nerve-wracking experience. Encountering a Metroid has never been a comforting experience. Players are forewarned with organic shells littered around various areas. Usually this means a Metroid has recently burst out of one and is waiting for you to stumble into its domain. By the time you do so, you'll probably be weary from trekking through corridors, your ammo supplies might be low, and you better be sure Samus' energy tanks haven't depleted, because these enemies aren't like anything you fought previously. With this in mind, each encounter is suitably intense. Battles are fought in close quarters, so you'll trade hits and occasionally have to run to survive. Things only get worse as Samus uncovers Metroid species that have evolved past their initial stage, but I'm not going to spoil the game for anyone with talk about that. For $6 on the Nintendo eShop, I think everyone who's ever enjoyed a Metroid game should give Metroid II a chance. It's been over 20 years since the release of this game on the Game Boy, and to some it hasn't aged very gracefully, but to me it's a special side of gaming that we don't often get a chance to experience. Push through any initial concerns and let yourself get lost on SR388. A wonderful adventure awaits.